Did you know that up to 1 in 4 people have fallen victim to mechanic scams? That's right. Many of us trust mechanics to keep our vehicles in top shape, but not all shops are as honest as they seem. From unnecessary repairs to hidden fees, these scams can end up draining your wallet and even put your safety at risk. Today, we're breaking down the 10 most common mechanic scams to help you spot red flags and keep your hard-earned cash where it belongs. Before you take your car to the shop, watch this video to avoid getting ripped off. These 10 mechanic scams could cost you thousands. Hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. 10. Unnecessary brake replacement. One of the most common scams mechanics pull is convincing customers that their brakes are dangerously worn out when in reality, they still have plenty of life left. Picture this. You take your vehicle in for a routine checkup and suddenly the mechanic starts panicking. They insist that your brake pads are on the verge of total failure, your rotors are cracked, and you're essentially driving a death trap. To drive home the fear, they might recommend a complete brake system overhaul, which could cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, most modern vehicles come with built-in wear indicators or clear visual signs of brake wear. A simple inspection should be enough to determine if your brakes truly need replacing. The scam lies in the pressure tactics. Mechanics use fear and urgency to push you into agreeing to an expensive and unnecessary repair. If a mechanic refuses to show you the actual brake pads or gets defensive when you ask for proof, that's a red flag. Always ask to see the parts yourself, and if you're still unsure, get a second opinion before shelling out cash for unnecessary work. 9. The engine flush scam. Imagine you go in for a standard oil change and suddenly the mechanic insists that your engine is coated with a thick layer of sludge. They claim that without an expensive engine flush, your new oil won't work effectively and could even lead to serious engine damage. This plays directly on a car owner's fear of long-term mechanical issues, making it seem like an urgent fix. The truth? Modern engines and high-quality oils contain powerful detergents that naturally keep the system clean. Unless you've been neglecting oil changes for an extremely long time or using the wrong type of oil, your engine likely doesn't need an additional flush. Mechanics use this scam to create a false crisis, tricking customers into paying for an unnecessary service. Always ask for visual proof of sludge buildup before agreeing to an engine flush. If they can't provide clear evidence, you're probably being scammed. 8. Inflated labor hours. Labor costs can add up quickly, especially when mechanics pad their time logs to charge you more than what the job requires. Picture this. You bring your car in for a quick fix, and the mechanic estimates it'll take about 30 minutes. But when you receive your bill, you're charged for several hours of labor. How did a half-hour job suddenly turn into a half-day's work? Some shops do this by exaggerating the complexity of a repair or tacking on extra hours that were never actually worked. To avoid this scam, always ask for a detailed, itemized breakdown of labor charges before the work begins. You can also check manufacturer guidelines for estimated repair times. If the explanation seems vague or the hours don't add up, you might be getting scammed. 7. Overpriced parts markup. Have you ever had a mechanic tell you that a replacement part costs way more than expected? This is because many shops significantly mark up parts, charging you double or even triple the actual price. Imagine your car needs a new battery, brake lever, or spark plug. The shop provides the part, but when you see the final bill, the cost is outrageous. They might justify it by saying the price includes handling fees, warranties, or special ordering costs. While a small markup is normal, some mechanics take it to extreme levels to squeeze extra profit from customers. Before agreeing to a repair, always check the prices of parts online or at local auto stores. A reputable mechanic won't force overpriced parts on you, and some even allow you to bring your own. 6. Unnecessary battery replacement. You roll into the shop for a routine service and suddenly the mechanic warns you that your battery is dying and must be replaced immediately. They claim it's the reason your car is slow to start and could leave you stranded at any moment. This scam works because most people aren't sure how to test a battery's health. However, the issue often isn't a dead battery at all. Many times, the real culprit is loose connections, corroded terminals, or a faulty ground wire. A simple cleaning or load test might reveal that your battery still has plenty of life left. If a mechanic rushes you into buying a new battery without providing a proper test result, consider it a major red flag. Always ask for a battery test printout before approving a replacement. 5. Premature valve adjustments. Valve adjustments are essential for engine performance, but some mechanics push for them far earlier than necessary to inflate repair costs. Since this service is labor-intensive and expensive, dishonest shops use it as an easy way to boost their profits. In reality, if your car is running smoothly without rough idling, power loss, or unusual ticking noises, your valves likely don't need adjustment yet. Most modern vehicles have manufacturer-recommended service intervals for valve adjustments, which can often be tens of thousands of miles apart. Before agreeing to this costly service, check your owner's manual for the proper maintenance schedule. If a mechanic insists on an adjustment without clear symptoms, ask why and request proof that it's needed. If their explanation seems vague or unconvincing, get a second opinion. Staying informed about your vehicle's actual needs can prevent you from falling for unnecessary and overpriced repairs. 4. Unnecessary chain and sprocket replacement. This scam is especially common in motorcycle repair shops but can also affect car owners with timing chains. You take your motorcycle in for routine maintenance expecting a simple service, but the mechanic suddenly warns you that your chain is dangerously stretched or your sprockets are excessively worn. They might insist that immediate replacement is necessary to prevent catastrophic failure, pressuring you into an expensive repair. In reality, unless your chain and sprockets show visible signs of wear, such as rust, broken or missing teeth, or excessive slack, they are likely still in good condition. Most chains simply need regular cleaning, lubrication, and proper tension adjustment to function efficiently. Dishonest mechanics take advantage of customers who aren't familiar with the lifespan of these parts, exaggerating minor wear to justify unnecessary replacements. To protect yourself, always ask to see the supposed damage before agreeing to a costly repair. Compare the condition of your chain and sprockets to manufacturer guidelines or get a second opinion if you're unsure. A trustworthy mechanic will explain why a replacement is necessary and won't pressure you into unnecessary services. Staying informed can save you from spending hundreds of dollars on repairs you don't need. 3. Unauthorized premium oil upgrade. One of the most frustrating scams vehicle owners encounter is the unauthorized premium oil upgrade. Many dishonest mechanics swap out your regular oil for a pricier synthetic blend without your knowledge, only for you to realize the switch when you receive the bill. They might argue that synthetic oil offers superior performance, better engine protection, and longer-lasting benefits. However, the reality is that most vehicles only require the specific oil type recommended by the manufacturer, which is clearly stated in your owner's manual. While synthetic oil may have its advantages, not all engines benefit from it, and the additional cost is often unnecessary. This scam works because many drivers aren't familiar with the technical details of their vehicle's required oil type. Unscrupulous shops take advantage of this knowledge gap to pad their profits. If a mechanic changes your oil type without consulting you first, that's a major red flag. A trustworthy repair shop will always inform you of any changes and get your approval before proceeding with a service that costs more than you expected. To protect yourself from this scam, always confirm which oil the shop intends to use before the service begins. If they suggest an upgrade, ask them to explain why it's necessary and whether it aligns with your manufacturer's recommendations. If a shop tries to push synthetic oil on you without good reason, you have every right to refuse it or take your car elsewhere. Additionally, checking your invoice before paying can help ensure that you weren't charged for an unnecessary premium oil upgrade. When in doubt, refer to your owner's manual and stick to the manufacturer's recommended oil type to avoid overpaying for something your car doesn't need. 2. Hidden fees and surcharges. Hidden fees and surcharges are some of the most deceptive ways dishonest mechanics inflate your final bill. You might take your car in for a simple oil change, brake job, or tire rotation expecting to pay the quoted price. But when it's time to settle the bill, you notice a string of additional charges you weren't informed about up front. These extra fees often come with vague descriptions like shop supplies, environmental disposal, or miscellaneous costs. While some of these charges, such as proper disposal of hazardous materials, might be legitimate, many shops use them to squeeze more money out of unsuspecting customers. The worst part is that these fees are often minor, making them easy to overlook. Many drivers don't question an extra $5 or $10 here and there, but over time, these unnecessary charges can add up significantly. Some shops even count on customers not paying attention, assuming most people won't dispute small fees. This practice is not only unethical, but also a sign that the shop may be engaging in other dishonest tactics. To avoid falling victim to this scam, always request a full breakdown of charges before agreeing to any service. A reputable mechanic should be able to explain every fee in detail. If you see a charge you don't recognize, ask what it's for and whether it was necessary. If they can't provide a clear explanation or if the charges seem excessive, challenge them. You should also compare prices with other shops to see if these fees are standard or just an attempt to overcharge you. By being vigilant and asking the right questions, you can prevent hidden fees from inflating your bill and ensure you're only paying for the services your car needs. 1. The repair delay scam. Another common scam mechanics use to take advantage of customers is the repair delay scam. This scheme involves intentionally dragging out the time it takes to fix your car, often with vague excuses like waiting on parts or "we're just really busy right now." While some delays are legitimate, dishonest shops use this tactic to keep your car in their garage longer, either to prioritize more profitable jobs or to pressure you into approving additional repairs. Here's how the scam typically unfolds. You drop off your vehicle for what should be a quick repair, such as an oil change, brake pad replacement, or battery swap. The mechanic initially promises it will be ready within a day or two. However, as the days go by, you start getting excuses about unexpected complications, missing parts, or a backlog of work. In the meantime, the shop might suggest additional repairs or upgrades, claiming that they discovered other issues with your car. By keeping your vehicle in the shop for an extended period, they create a sense of urgency, making you more likely to agree to unnecessary services just to get your car back on the road. To protect yourself from this scam, always ask for a firm completion date before leaving your vehicle at the shop. If the repair takes longer than expected, request detailed updates on the delay. Ask for proof if they claim a part is on back order. Sometimes a quick online search will show that the part is readily available. If a mechanic keeps making vague excuses or repeatedly pushes back the deadline, consider taking your business elsewhere. You should also be cautious if they suddenly discover additional problems that require immediate attention. When in doubt, get a second opinion from another trusted mechanic before approving any unexpected repairs. By staying proactive and questioning suspicious delays, you can avoid getting trapped in the repair delay scam. A reputable mechanic will always provide clear timelines, honest updates, and transparent pricing, ensuring your car gets back on the road as soon as possible without unnecessary expenses. Now that you know the top 10 mechanic scams, you can walk into any auto shop with confidence. Don't let dishonest mechanics trick you into unnecessary repairs or inflated bills. Always ask questions, request proof, and get a second opinion when something seems off. Knowledge is your best defense against these scams, and staying informed will save you time, money, and stress in the long run. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, hit that like button and share it with your friends so they don't fall for these scams either. Have you ever been scammed by a mechanic? Drop your story in the comments below. And if you want more tips on cars, repairs, and saving money, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. See you in the next video.